More than 2,000 years ago, in a small corner of the world, a story unfolded that would forever change history. It's a story not about power or wealth, but about humility, faith, and hope. The story of the birth of Jesus. This is not just a religious story. It's a story about people, ordinary people, facing extraordinary circumstances, and how through their trust, the world found light in its darkest night. Our story begins in a quiet village called Nazareth, in the land of Israel. A young woman named Mary lived there. She was humble, kind, and engaged to a man named Joseph, a carpenter known for his honesty. One ordinary day, something extraordinary happened. An angel named Gabriel appeared to Mary. She was frightened. Who wouldn't be? But the angel spoke gently. "Don't be afraid, Mary. God is with you. You have been chosen to bear a child, a son, and you are to name him Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of God." Mary was astonished. She asked, "How can this happen?" The angel explained that it would be through the power of God's Spirit. And though she didn't fully understand, Mary said something incredible. Words of pure faith. "I am the Lord's servant. May it be as you have said." Time passed, and Mary's belly began to grow. Joseph noticed, and he was confused and troubled. Until, one night, he too received a message from an angel in a dream. The angel said, "Joseph, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife. The child she carries is from God's Spirit. You will call him Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins." Joseph woke up with peace in his heart. He decided to protect and care for Mary, just as the angel had said. Soon after, the Roman Emperor, Caesar Augustus, announced a decree. Everyone had to return to their ancestral town to be counted in a census. For Joseph, that meant traveling from Nazareth to Bethlehem, the town of his ancestor, King David. It was a long, hard journey, nearly 100 miles, through rough, dusty roads. Mary was far along in her pregnancy. Imagine her, tired, riding on a donkey, as Joseph walked beside her, guiding, carefully, under the hot sun and cold nights. When they finally reached Bethlehem, the small town was crowded. Travelers filled every room and every inn. They knocked on doors, but the answer was always the same. "Sorry, there's no room." Finally, one innkeeper offered them a small place. Not a proper room, but a stable where animals were kept. It was warm, safe, and the best shelter they could find that night. And there, in the quiet darkness, the greatest moment in history took place. Mary gave birth to her first son. She wrapped him in cloth and placed him in a manger, a feeding trough for animals. The King of Kings had come into the world, not in a palace or a grand hall, but in the humblest of places. Out in the fields nearby, some shepherds were watching their flocks through the night. It was quiet, peaceful, until suddenly the sky burst with light. An angel appeared before them, and the shepherds were terrified. But the angel said, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy for everyone. Today, in the town of David, a Saviour has been born. You will find him wrapped in cloth and lying in a manger. Then the sky filled with countless angels singing together. Glory to God in the highest, and peace on earth to those with whom God is pleased. When the light faded and the sky grew quiet again, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see what has happened." They hurried to the stable and found Mary, Joseph, and the baby, just as the angel had said. The shepherds knelt down, filled with awe and joy, and then rushed to tell everyone they met about what they had seen. Sometime later, wise men from the east, scholars who studied the stars, saw a new, brilliant star shining in the sky. They believed it was a sign that a great king had been born. They followed the star for many days and nights until it led them to Bethlehem. There, they found the young child with Mary. They bowed down in respect and offered gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh, symbols of honor, worship, and sacrifice. In this simple scene, a mother, a father, a baby, and visitors from near and far, we see something beautiful. Hope entering the world through humility. The birth of Jesus reminds us that greatness is not found in power or wealth, but in love, faith, and compassion. It tells us that even in the most ordinary places, something extraordinary can happen, that light can shine brightest in the darkest night. And so, every Christmas, when people tell the story of the baby born in Bethlehem, it's more than a memory. It's a message that peace, kindness, and hope are still possible, and that love in its purest form can change everything. That night, long ago in a humble stable, the world found its Saviour, and the world found hope.